Before New York, before London became a global city, there was a massive city in North America, bigger than London at the same time. It had tens of thousands of people, complex planning, and enormous man-made structures. Today, almost no one talks about it. This is the lost city of Cahokia. Cahokia was a massive pre-Columbian city, located near the Mississippi River in what is now Illinois, United States. It existed long before European contact during a period when no written records described life in North America. At its peak, around 1100 AD, Cahokia may have supported between 20,000 and 40,000 people. That made it one of the largest cities in the world at the time, larger than Paris or London. The people of Cahokia did not build with stone. They built with earth. Layer upon layer of soil was shaped into platforms, plazas, and ceremonial spaces. Cahokia had planned neighborhoods, central gathering areas, and social hierarchies. Archaeological evidence suggests it was not just a settlement, but a true urban center. Yet Cahokia left behind no written language. Everything we know today comes from what remained underground tools, structures, and the land itself. Cahokia was built without stone blocks, metal tools, or draft animals. Instead, people of Cahokia used soil. Earth was carried by hand, packed into baskets and stacked layer by layer. Over time, this effort created more than 100 earthen mounds across the city. The largest of them, known today as Monk's Mound, rose nearly 30 meters high. Its base covered an area larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Archaeologists estimate that moving the soil required millions of human labor hours. Monk's Mound was not a tomb. It likely supported large wooden structures used for ceremonies or leadership. Around the mounds, Cahokia was carefully planned. Homes, plazas, and public spaces followed organized patterns. This was not a village that grew by accident. It was a city built with intention. Cahokia was not only built with strength, it was built with knowledge. Near the center of the city, archaeologists discovered a circular arrangement of wooden posts, now known as Woodhenge. These posts were not random. When viewed from the center, certain posts align with the sunrise during the summer solstice, winter solstice, and equinoxes. This suggests the people of Cahokia carefully observed the sky and tracked the changing seasons. Such knowledge was essential. It helped determine when to plant crops, when to harvest, and when to hold ceremonies. Cahokia was also a major trade center. Artifacts found at the site came from regions hundreds of kilometers away. Copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf Coast, and stone from distant quarries. This city was connected, organized, and far more advanced than many imagine. Around 1300 AD, Cahokia began to change. Construction slowed. Some neighborhoods were abandoned. Within a few generations, the city that once dominated the region was largely empty. Archaeologists have found no evidence of a sudden disaster, no massive fire, no foreign invasion. Instead, the decline appears gradual. One possible factor was environmental stress. Cahokia's population placed heavy pressure on surrounding forests and farmland. Deforestation may have led to soil erosion and flooding from the Mississippi River. Another factor could have been climate change. Cooler temperatures during the period known as the Little Ice Age may have disrupted agriculture. There is also evidence of social tension. Signs of violence, defensive structures, and changes in burial practices suggest internal instability. No single explanation tells the full story. Cahokia did not fall in one moment. It slowly faded. Cahokia was once the largest city in North America. Yet today, it is rarely mentioned outside of textbooks and museums. One reason is simple. Cahokia left no written records. Without words, its story depended entirely on what survived in the ground. When Europeans arrived centuries later, the city was already gone. The mounds were mistaken for natural hills, and the people who built them were often ignored or misunderstood. Cahokia challenges an old idea that complex civilizations only existed in certain parts of the world. Its disappearance wasn't dramatic. There was no final battle, no single collapse, just people leaving, generation by generation. Today, Cahokia remains as quiet earth beneath the sky, a reminder that history doesn't always end loudly. Sometimes it simply fades. Thanks so much for watching until the end. I'm Fred, and still curious.